Hey, what is up, you sexy beast? GhostSickness Tristan here. Now, if I don't sound the best, it's because I'm sick and can barely talk at all. But today I'm going to be telling you how to move on from a girl. Now, very first, before I get into it, normally Wednesday is vlog day, but I decided to give advice today because I can't talk. If you missed my Monday video, I'll link it in the description below. It's absolutely fantastic, letting you guys know about my new schedule and the new type of content coming on this channel. The second link is for my homie who did my Ghost Sickness LP channel art, so please go subscribe to him. I'll show you guys that. It looks fucking beautiful, man. Great job, homie. Thank you so much. Anyway, step one is see if you have to move on from her. When to move on? You know, honestly, if you like her and she has a boyfriend, that's a great time to move on. If you like her but she doesn't like you back, that's another great time to move on. If you guys broke up, a fantastic time to move on from her. You basically have to at that point. Honestly, anytime you think that there's a negative impact of having her in your life, if it gets you down more than it lifts you up, then it's a toxic relationship and you need to get out of it ASAP. Step two is going to be to tell them what you're doing and why. This is only really applicable if they deserve it, right? Only really applicable if maybe they're a good friend of yours and you like them or something like that. Not really applicable if you guys broke up. If you guys broke up, then they should understand and you should just go about doing your own thing. Or if they've wronged you in a serious way, such as cheated on you, you don't have to give them this sort of explanation, but you can if you feel it's respectful for you to do so. You can explain that this is a toxic relationship for you and that it's the only way that you can move on is from not having any contact with them at all, and you'll be treating it like you guys don't know each other at all. That's one of the key steps to this, is really just treating it like you guys don't know each other at all, especially if you guys have class together, if you guys go to school together, go to church together, do anything like that. If you guys regularly see each other, this is one of the best things that you can do. So pretend like you guys have absolutely never met, and it'll make moving on a lot easier, because I know I get the complaint a lot like, oh, I'm trying to move on, but I have 3 classes with her or something like that. It's like, well, just don't look at her, don't talk to her, and just like avoid her at all costs. You can do it. If you guys are regularly in groups together, you can still do the same exact thing. And other people in the group should completely understand. So step 3 is going to be to cut all contact with this person. What that means is no more daily Snapchats, you guys, no more daily text, no more following her on social media. And if she follows you on social media, you feel free to block her. Doesn't really matter, guys. And keep in mind, this video goes for girls and guys too, whether it's a guy moving on from a guy, a girl moving on from a guy moving on from a girl, etc. Girl moving on from a girl. It goes every way possible. So keep that in mind. The steps are the exact same regardless of what your sexual orientation is. So delete their number too. This is one of the best things that I've ever done in my life. Whenever I've tried to move on from a girl, the last step to it is, you know, like first you'll unfriend them on Facebook, maybe you'll unfollow them on Instagram and, you know, Twitter or something like that, whatever social media that you have them on. And then you'll actually end up by deleting their contact information on your phone. And I've actually followed it up by, let's say I got their number through Facebook, deleting that conversation that led me to getting their number through Facebook. Because at any time I could just open up Facebook and, you know, get that number again and then text them, and that would be a really, really bad idea. So definitely keep that in mind. Number 4 is, this is kind of a difficult one to explain, is replace them in your mind with something positive. Let's say you start thinking about it and you're like, all right, well, now I'm going to think about, you know, Honolulu, or now I'm going to think about, you know, my dream vacation or my dream car, or, you know, what I'm going to do when I get home or something like that, or, you know, a movie or a video game. And that could be literally replacing them in your mind with something positive, or doing something positive when you start to think about. Maybe you start to clean, maybe you start to do homework, maybe you start to play video games. Definitely this is in part of like distracting yourself from this person, if that's rather difficult to do. If people are like mentioning her to you constantly, maybe ask them to be like, yo, like, can you tone it back a little bit, please? I'm trying to move on from this girl. Hopefully they'll understand and just automatically not do it anyway, but it's not disrespectful for you to ask of something like that. And, you know, just do something positive instead of thinking about this girl or dwelling about this girl or dwelling about this person, because it's going to be a lot better for you in the long run to do this. All right, now step number 5 is give it time. You won't get over this person immediately. You know what I mean? It really depends on your guys' history, your guys' past. There's a lot of times where moving on is just the best option, and it's really, really hard to do so. But trust me when I say this, you'll realize that it's the best decision you've ever made, okay? If you had made it sooner, where would you be? You know what I mean? And that's not something you want to wonder, you know, but it does get you thinking, and it's a really, really positive thing to do in certain situations, is completely move on from certain people because they're toxic and they're negative in your life. And keep in mind, guys, this advice can be applied toward friends as well. If you guys have friends who are toxic friends and negative toward your life and negative for you, then definitely move on from them as well, following basically these same exact steps. Now give it time, and you'll eventually realize one day that you're over them and that they don't mean much to you anymore, and that it's just not the same, and that people come and go. That's part of life, and that's okay, because it'll get you to where you want to go in life. And if you give it time, you'll realize that it was, again, one of the best decisions you've ever made. It'll make you feel a million times better about ever doing it, and the initial pain pain that you suffered from doing it will go away completely. Guys, I really want to do more comedy videos and stuff like that in terms of doing advice and stuff like this, but again, I feel like dog shit right now, so I just wanted to make this video for you to let you guys know how to move on from a girl. And I'll be uploading a story time on Friday. Hopefully I got my voice back by then. Stay sexy, you beasts. I'm GhostSickness. I fucking love you guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed. I'm out.